Hey, I don't care if the sun's in your eyes or not. We're the South Florida Gold. We shine wherever we want to go. Hey, it's Mark Anoff with South Florida Gold TV, and I'm with Dr. Scott Einhorn out of Boca Raton and Boynton Beach. He's here with us helping as a chiropractic associate with South Florida Gold, and he's our kinesiologist. That's a hard word to say. Dr. Einhorn,
yes.
Thanks for coming. You've been here, and you've been very dedicated at all of our tryouts. I want to thank you on behalf of the team for coming in.
Great pleasure.
I know that you're doing a lot for our players, and as the season goes on, when we're on ESPN, CW, all the TV, all the radio, you're going to be a part of what we do. You're our family, and we love having you here as part of what we do. And hopefully when we do our radio programs and our TV programs, you'll give us some commentary as to how we can prevent some injuries, and also a little bit more about what you do. Why don't you tell the audience where you're located, and if they need anything in the help of kinesiology, body movement, all those great things that you do, and it's more than I know because I know very little about medicine, but just tell our audience a little bit how they can get in touch with you, and a real quick, short summary of what you really do.
Oh, that's my great pleasure. It'll be difficult for me to keep it short and sweet. I can talk on forever. I'm in Boca, 2300 Glades Road, right next door to the Town Center Mall. Phone is 561-218-4899. Cell is 305-666-8881. In the very short and sweet terms, my specialty is applied kinesiology. Any licensed and diagnosed physician can attain this specialty. Do not have to be a chiropractic physician. In any event, it's all about functional neurology. The whole key is based on making sure, or at least trying as best we can, to make sure the nervous system, which controls the musculoskeletal system, which is what we're emphasizing here mostly with the players, and of course every other system in the body, the immune system, the endocrine system, etc., and so forth. But making sure the immune system is as normal, making sure the nervous system is as normal as possible and functioning as the highest level as possible. With that being done, then it stands to reason that downline the musculoskeletal system will then achieve greater balance, greater coordination, greater strength, accelerated rates of healing, less downtime off the court due to injuries, and all the other factors that we're all looking for with an athlete.
Well, I'm not an athlete, but I have a problem, and I'm going to sort of put you on the spot.
Everyone's got a problem.
I have peripheral neuropathy in my feet and in my hands. Actually, I've been told if it's in my hands, it's probably not that. It could be something else. But can you take the diabetic neuropathy, the peripheral neuropathy that affects people in the feet? Some of the things that you do, does it help them? I've been told nothing can stop it, but it can be helped. So tell me a little bit about what you could do for someone with my condition.
Okay, actually, believe it or not, that's pretty simple despite your long litany of medical roads that you traveled upon. First of all, you answered the first question I was going to ask you was whether this was sugar related or not, because you didn't say that when you first mentioned the diagnosis. So obviously the very first factor is get sugar metabolism under control. For some people who have strong character and will, that's not a problem. Some people who have a lifelong sugar challenge, let's just say that takes some character building to get them away from sugar. Secondly, we go after the nutrients, there's a number of factors, number of overlaying factors. We go after the nutrients which properly metabolize sugar so it doesn't build up in the tissues. And then we have nutrients which actually, whether they come from America or come from India or come from China, there's a number of herbs out there which actually neutralize the effect that sugar has on the body. And these things are out there. They've been around for thousands of years. They're amazing. And then on top of that, we want to make sure, because the diagnosis is called neuropathy, we want to make sure the nerve flow from the brain down to the spine, where it exits the spine, out to the extremities, upper and lower in this case, is normal. We also need to look at spinal fluid, because the spinal fluid is made in the brain, travels down the cord, travels out the spinal nerves, and drips along their entire length out to the ends of the extremities. So we have to look at spinal fluid flow. This is all a very simple process. It sounds complicated, but it's fairly quick and fairly simple.
Well, we only have about another 10 seconds, but what we're going to do is
that's it.
What we're going to do is probably journalize my travels with you in my better health. And as stupid as I may sound about some of this, I'm sure your intelligence will get me onto the right path.
You're not stupid. You're just a normal lay person out there wondering what the next step is, and that's where people like myself come in.
Fantastic. This is Mark Anoff with South Florida Gold TV with Dr. Scott Einhorn, our applied kinesiologist. We'll be back every week with more from Dr. Einhorn and some of our other sponsors. Thanks again, Dr. Einhorn.
My great pleasure. Thank you very much for having me this morning.
We'll see y'all soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.